Who is it?
Your girl, Millie.
Hey, how you doing today?
Hey, Roscoe, how are you?
I'm blessed. Welcome to my studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
How you doing? My name is Roscoè B. Thické III. I'm a land-based artist out of Miami, born and raised. I work with photography and sculpture and try to put them together and make this whole new thing.
Roscoe, thank you so much for having me over. You've been extremely busy, and I gotta congratulate you because you are one of this year's recipients for the South Florida Cultural Consortium.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations. How was that experience like for you?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I always wanted to win it. It's been like at least 3-4 years now I've been trying to win it. Haven't won it. So I'm so proud and happy to win it this year. The whole experience has been great. The curators up there, the art handlers up there has been amazing. It's been a wonderful experience.
It's very competitive. For viewers that don't know, this is a visual arts media grant, and it's a very big deal. And they don't just give it to anybody. So congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm a big fan of your work. I love your black and white series. It's just beautiful and poignant. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
I appreciate it.
Well, you were in the Army.
Yes.
How did that influence your work? Because I've heard that kind of had a hand in you getting into photography.
Yeah, when I was in the military, I was stationed in Korea, Camp Casey, Korea, and in the military, in order to get promoted, like you have to take color classes, and I really did not want to take classes. I had a whole big fight with my sergeant. I'm like, I'm in the Army. I want to go to school. I went to school, so it was a whole big clash. So we went down there. He made me sign up. I'm looking at all the classes. I'm like, bro, English, nope. Math, nope. Photography, that seemed interesting. So I took that class, and that's where I first fell in love with photography.
Your work is documentary film, but are you branching out into film? I've heard.
That's why, now I went from just a photographer to a whole lens-based artist. I feel like, and now I work behind the camera, in front of the camera, next to the camera, everywhere. Now I work with archival images. I work with vintage images. I work with all type of things. So I'm just really lens-based. So that every size of the camera, that's what I'm doing now. I'm acting, I'm directing, I'm writing, I'm doing some of everything.
What kind of encouraged you to get into film?
I think the amazing community of artists in Miami. I think talking them, seeing the things we do. I think chopping it up at 12 o'clock in somebody's backyard, drinking water and just talking and realizing, getting some ideas out into the world, and them being like, oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, we can make that happen. Oh, let's do it. And just seeing things just grow from there. So that's really what spent in my mind, made me think, hey, I know what, I can do that. Oh, let's do it. Oh, let's get these ideas out into the world.
Now, are you from Miami, born and raised?
Born and raised in Miami. I was born in Liberty City. I was born at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Born in Liberty City. Then my family migrated north from Liberty City to Little River area over to Miami Gardens. So Miami Gardens where my parents went to high school at.
How long have you been in Laundromat?
I've been here, I think 2 years now. Before here, I was at Ulai. I was a resident at Ulai Arts. I was at Ulai Arts for 3 years, using the recipe for 2 years, but it caught me in a COVID year. So the first year didn't count because there was no arts. So I was there 2 years after that. So I've been here 2 years too. I love it. I love it here. The location is amazing. We're right here in Little Haiti. right here in Little Haiti, like there isn't a better neighborhood in Miami. I feel like Little Haiti has so much culture, so much, and you can feel it. As soon as you walk outside, you hear them playing music. You see the mirrors by Serge Toussaint. You see all the amazing things that's going on in Little Haiti.
It's a really great space. And you're here with other artists as well.
Definitely.
So there's a sense of community.
Definitely, most definitely.
Can you show me around your studio?
Okay, here we go. First of all, like we have this piece up here from a show I had last year. Not this Basel, but Basel before. And Ulai with created by Storm Alsha. That's a piece I had called Sus Mizaha. And for that, that's a test of back in the day when your parents used to party at the house and drink and then play the music on the record players, and just my dad had amazing speaker systems with the record player and the tape deck and all the things, and that's just an ode to that. So for me, I was removing the speaker mesh off it and allowing you into the family, to the community, and to things we do. That's where that piece came from.
And all these are your cameras?
Yes, these are cameras that once was used. Some of them were just cool for looks, but most of them was used at one time. From the Bronica to the Pentax to the Super 8 camera to the Lego camera that my son made for me.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah. No, that's
that is amazing.
That's dope. Yeah, I love that.
Oh,
I love that. VCS that I used to use when I was young.
That's back in the day.
Some point and shoots, just all these things that I used to use.
I love point and shoots. I hear they're coming back.
They are coming back. They call it digis now.
Yeah.
Pull out the digi. so that's the thing now. That's the thing now. So yeah.
This is the series I was talking about.
Yeah.
When did you do this? This was obviously a few years ago. This is
like maybe 2016, 17. I think 2016, 17 is when he was done.
This is such a beautiful work.
And I think the one on the end, all three of these actually are Miami Gardens. All these actually, this one on the end was done at Jazz in the Garden.
Yeah.
That's a friend of mine. This 3 was at my mom's front yard. My son and his 2 friends playing basketball. That's a powerful image. One of my favorite images.
That's my favorite image
that I ever took. And the other one, Emergency, that just was a beautiful setup that just the composition of that was so amazing. I feel like that's really a dope situation. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And here we had the diptych called Shifting Arrangements. This one was very special to me. My father passed October 10th, 2010. And he was on hospice on the last days of his life. So I was able to change his diaper, feed him, do all these things for me that he did with me when I was a kid. So like kind of to memorialize that Shifting Arrangements, how if you're blessed enough, like I feel like I was able to be with him in the last days. And he was like, thank you, son, for feeding me. Thank you, son, for changing my diaper. All the things that he did for me when I was younger. So like to trying to bring back that memory. One image, I have the younger girl in focus and the older woman out of focus. And the next image, the young woman's in focus and the older woman's not in focus. So and we're giving them flowers at each one. So like for me, it's this thing of giving people flowers at every stage of their life.
How'd you make this part?
That's a stained glass paint on top of stained glass paint and puffer paint on top of glass.
And you just put it on top of the glass?
Yeah.
That's nice. Wow.
Yeah. And on top of that, those are some images that the actual image is larger, that's sold and gone, but that's like a little proof of the images I had. One of them was a show I had in New York at 52 Walker Street, those 2 right there.
Yeah.
I had a show there, and that's like the smaller version of it, the little marker version. And these 2 next to it are smaller versions of ones I have at the South Florida Consortium FAU galleries right now.
That's over there now?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that series?
What I'm doing, well, we can go over here.
Yeah.
And it's like literally something like this, but it's 10 feet by 10 feet. And the show is called From Mangroves to Masterpieces. Mm-hmm. So like, it's like really trying to give the sense of Florida and how Florida affected your practice and who you are as an artist. So like, for me, I grew up in Liberty City and Poker Bean Projects. And outside of every window we had with this great diamond, great material. I think some of my first projects I was really speaking on how the outside sources like gentrification, things that's happened to the house and how that, you know what I'm saying? I think now I'm going from the inside out. Like I'm thinking when I was laying on my bed, when I was looking out the window, how did looking out these diamond great windows, these type of bars affect my perception, how I see the world and how I see things, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's where I'm going now. I'm investigating more of that. So I did this 10 by 10 piece there at South Florida. And you can see like it's a frame right here. You probably can't see it on camera, but that's the part I love about it. This is actually a frame that I have. Let's take it off.
You could take it off.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I love the way it disappears into the work. And that's what I did up there. Like had these frames and these images inside this big, like diamond grade material. So I loved how that went together. I love how you couldn't really see, you couldn't really tell how things affected it until you was up close. And I love the way I played on that.
And you have mock-ups here.
Yes, there's mock-up saying the dimensions, how big. I had a mock-up of the gallery, where I'm gonna do it at, how I'm gonna do it. So yeah.
It's a big space.
It's a humongous space, and the curator there was so amazing. She allowed us to work bigger than we ever done. She came in here and she encouraged me to go bigger. She seen this work, which I was at that time I was just playing with it, trying to see how I go. And she was like, "Let's do it 10 by 10." I'm like, "Whoa!" Like, nah,
because you usually don't work that big.
I usually don't work that big, and like I haven't even wrapped my mind around doing it. Like I didn't. I'm just kind of playing this idea, and then she's like, "Let's do it big." I'm like, "Cool." And then we went there with the help of the art handlers up there, Chris, Ricky, Hunter. They really helped me so much up there. So I'm appreciative of that staff and how they helped me visualize my dream. So
shout out to one of your handlers, Richie. He goes to UM.
Richie's that guy. Richie's that guy. Richie's like, I only want to. What days does Ricky work? Tuesday. I'll be there Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
He's a sweetie.
I'll be there too. Nah, Ricky's amazing. Ricky's amazing.
And these are some of your books?
Yeah, this is my private possessions. Well, my second private possession, but like my books. Like when I'm in here, I may not always be working, but then like let me go through the books. Let me get some motivation, encouragement. This is my book that I have, 1402 Poker Bean Blue. The studio worldwide, the guy from New York really helped me produce it and put it out. Also some amazing books I have. A Message from Home by Terrence Price. Amazing.
Oh.
Black Fuchsias. Just some amazing books.
This one's great.
Amazing books.
Oh my gosh, Funk and Soul covers.
Yes. Now this is a dope book, and I think when I was looking for my solo show, I was looking for like I wanted to have an older look to it, so I brought this book and looked through it and just seen some things and how they did it and like the amazing artwork they had. Like this is.
I love covers.
I love covers. I love album covers. I love album art.
Too.
That's the whole thing for me. Like that's the whole. I'm trying to bring that back in a sense. I don't know how, but like I love it.
It really does. Like an album cover, it's an artwork.
Yes. Naja Moon, she has a show at Tunnel right now, and it's something she made about me and her, like a little thing about her friends and her little memories. Like that's why being friends with artists is dope.
Yeah,
being friends with artists is dope. Being friends with artists is just so dope.
I love that one.
Just so dope.
It almost comes out like a scrapbook.
Yes. Like a scrapbook. And that's me, her, and Reggie. We went to the UM game. With the UM game.
Oh, go Canes.
Yeah, go Canes. And that was amazing. Yeah, so being friends with artists really helped so much. I'm a book fiend. I got this from my friend Priscilla.
Yeah.
This by a writer in Texas. Amazing.
Oh, to 20s.
Amazing. I just got so many cool things by some cool people. Definitely.
Oh gosh, I love your collection.
Definitely. I got another good one.
And this is your award.
Yes. As we won a Suncoast Emmy for the film 1402 Poker Bean Blue.
Yeah. Ellie's winner.
That's another book.
You got two.
Yes. Yeah, two Ellie's, yep. It's another amazing book. Architect Terry wrote this book. This is dope. I just have a lot of amazing friends that do some amazing things. So I'm just blessed in that sense.
Have you collaborated with other artists too?
Yes, I collaborated with Terry. She just did an issue and had a show that I was in for that.
Yeah, it's right now going on. Wasn't it? You had it.
It's over now, but it was like I want to say a month ago. Down in Wynwood, it was a gallery in Wynwood, and she had a book release and she had a show to go along with it, and that was amazing.
So what does a typical day look like for you? When you're in the studio, yeah. I'm
in the studio. I'm working. I'm on the computer first, doing all my clerical work. I feel like that's my worst part. Like the clerical work.
The admin stuff.
And you probably know I probably didn't return some of your emails on time because that's the worst part. So
it's okay. I'm honestly, I'm used to it.
I try to make it a practice to try to come in and go through my email, but it gets hard. But like. I'm here for it, but also like now I'm planning. I think a big part in the studio for me is planning, like how I'm gonna move, when I'm gonna move from dimensions of these things, seeing with different things. Even playing, like I've been playing with clay a little bit.
Examining You're playing with clay?
Yes. Trying to see how that goes, different things. So yeah, I think a lot of my studio is like a lot of playing, a lot of getting better, like practice. It's where the practice happens. This is where the practice in your practice happens in the studio. So I'm thankful to even have a space. Thankful.
I love your collection.
Yes.
Look at that.
This is actually my badge from Korea. 2ID Camp Casey. So that's meaningful for me too.
How was Korea?
Korea was an amazing experience. It was cold. It was beautiful. It was hilly and mountainy, but it was a beautiful experience. I was in North Korea, Uijeonbu, near the border, so it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
You have your own printing equipment.
Yes.
Your tape, your album covers.
Yes.
I love this bulletin board.
Yes, that's all the things. This is a onesie. Took that a picture of me. This is a picture from the show I had. This is actually a postcard when I was at Ulite. This me and my son after the Ellie's. Talking about Diana. So yeah.
You guys look like brothers.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's me when I was small and me in California.
You went to California?
Yeah, I went to my friend Reginald O'Neill's show. He had a show out there. We went out there, went to the show.
It's such amazing. A beautiful image of her.
Definitely.
Look at that.
And that was the first piece I brought from Magnum Photos. I purchased that piece. Like, amazing, beautiful. Angela Davis.
It's beautiful.
It is. It is.
It is so beautiful.
It is. It is.
I love it. You keep your badges too.
Yeah. Because with the films, 1402, we was on a short film circuit, so we went around to all the different film festivals. So like that was so special. That was my first time doing something like that. So I kept all them things, all the things I was part of, all different film festivals we went to. Like, nah. And even when we had the thing at UM, yeah, that was amazing.
You had that, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hey, big bro.
Jen Clay. That's my sister, Jen Clay. Shouts out to Jen Clay. Shouts out to Jen Clay.
I love this.
I appreciate that. That's by what's his name? My guy from Still. I can't remember his name. Still at the Office. His Instagram handle is Still at the Office. That's him. He made that for me.
And these drawings?
All this. Now this is the Roscoè B Thick collection. This is my collection. Yep. And let me grab something. So let me grab a pointer. Let's get it. Okay, this is my nephew. A picture of me with my nephew, CJ. This is by Thomas Billis. Amazing. He's an amazing artist. He's an amazing artist. This is Charles Humes, OG in the game, an amazing man, amazing person. Hear that from me and Mads Moga too. That's Terrence Price. That's Carrington Ware.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's amazing. She's amazing. Tom Virgin. Can't forget Tom Virgin.
We know Tom.
We know Tom. Everybody
knows Tom. We just interviewed Tom.
Definitely. Tom's amazing. Yeah, this is Mark Floridor. This watercolor painting of me.
Beautiful watercolor.
Mark is crazy. This is Reginald O'Neill. He painted of me while we was at ACA. Amazing. Lonnie Johnson. Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
That's with real gold. Like,
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. She's a talented artist. This is a portrait of me by Vanta Black. Just amazing. Like, and she got a piece of my lock inside of the.
She has a piece of your lock inside there.
Yes. That's amazing. That's a portrait of me. That's amazing.
I'm fangirl. I love Shira.
Nah. She's
dope.
She's crazy.
This is good.
My daughter when she was in 3rd grade. So I got to put my baby up there.
Yeah.
Artist in New York, Chels. She's amazing. A collage artist. This is another Tom Virgin.
Yeah.
This one of my favorite artists, T. Elliott Mansa. Like, he's just an amazing artist. He is an amazing artist. We have my sister Jen Clay.
Yeah.
And let's see what it says inside. Let's see what it says. It says, I'm dark and deep.
Oh, I love it.
I'm dark and deep.
Nice.
That's my sister. And this is Sir Toussaint. This is the guy. That guy, Sir. I actually brought this. I had to have this. This is Miami. I just love it. And you asked him why he spelled it like that. He said just to be funny.
Yeah.
I love him. I love his work. His whole aesthetic is what you think of when you think of Little Haiti. So definitely.
You got your skateboards.
Skateboards, definitely.
Trick Daddy.
This is original O'Neill. This is a skateboard that he had sent out to Rebel. So that was amazing.
Oh, this is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that piece is crazy. That piece there is crazy.
Oh, I'm going to insert images just in case you guys.
And I got my Amanda Bradley up
there.
Yeah, yes. My Amanda Bradley piece up there. Yeah. And I didn't have the bike that me and my daughter worked on together.
This is a pretty big space.
Yeah, and I try to utilize all the aspects of it.
You do. The column, you use like
everything.
You listen to music when you're here?
All the time. Mostly gospel music. Mostly gospel. What's
some of your favorite artists to listen to?
I like old school gospel, but right now I've been on a Sunday service choir. They're a choir that do all type of amazing things. So I'll be Sunday service choir. That whole Jesus is Real album, just let it play, just let it go.
And you have your speaker set up.
Yeah. because I'm also working on like speaker pieces. I think that'll be not my next thing, but my thing after the thing.
I gotta ask you, so how do you start your projects, your ideas? Where do they come from? Your inspirations?
I think number one, I list as I go along in life. I think that's when ideas come, and then now they're just there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't just there. You know what I'm saying? But I think as I go to push things, I try. A lot of things fail. A lot of things don't make it out of the studio.
Trial and error.
I try error like this. This still maybe you saying they had it for like 2 years now. I worked on. I put that aside there. I made it, and I'm still working on it, but it ain't quite. You know what I'm saying? But that ended up making it out of the studio. So I think it's trial and error. It's making it. Some things don't work. Some things do work, and just going from there. Definitely going from there.
So, what's the hardest pieces you've ever made, and like challenges that you encountered when making the work?
I think probably one of the hardest pieces was probably the piece I did at FAU. I think I couldn't imagine myself doing anything that large, and like when I said that I do it, I hadn't really fleshed out how to do it.
Yeah.
So I said and like, man, I hope this comes out great. You know what I'm saying? But then like once you get into it, trial and error, and like I say, that the art handling staff up there really helped me out. Like every time I didn't make it up there, and they helped me out by going over some pieces, doing some things. They helped me with so much. So like with that team, they helped me do that. So that definitely be the hardest thing. But also like I feel like when I have a lot of technical issues, I got Gaddy at Art Media Studios. He really helps me out on some of the technical issues. He being a print professional, but doing it forever, he really helps me out with tech. So I feel like I have a good team, whether it be T. Elliott, whether it be the actual images, trying to see which images show and what images show. I call T. Elliott and ask him about what do you think these two images do together. Me and Reginald have art talks about composition and what do things mean, what do things do. Like, so I have a great group of friends who really help me whenever I have issues.
So who are the artists that you admire the most that's really influenced your work? And it can be any artist, you know.
I think Kerry James Marshall. I think I love his work, and I also love how he I have one of the book called Mastery, and I think how he really wants to be a master of his craft, and he think about the Renaissance painters and the old painters and how they really master their craft.
Yeah.
And I take that with me. I want to really master my craft. I want to do my thing to the best of my ability. I want to be one of those people who people look to like, man, he is good at that. So I think that's the type of artists who are amazing at their craft.
Are you working on any current projects?
Yes, I have a show January 31st with Homework Gallery, and I'm working on some things with them. So I think I'm doing some of this little peeking, like I'm part of my whole aesthetic as an artist. Some of my signatures is the diamond grate and also the blue cutter. This blue cutter.
So the colors have something like
meaning. Yes,
there's a meaning to the colors.
Because I was born in the Poker Bean projects, Liberty City, and the projects in Miami had different colors. The houses are blue, pink, orange, yellow, but the one my grandma stayed in was blue. So I had this vivid memory. Whenever I see that color anywhere, it reminds me of my grandmother's house, and it's so Pacific color. It's I call it Poker Bean blue. So whenever I see it anywhere, that's the color of my grandma's house. So now I'm incorporating that in my work in different ways.
Oh, mine was mint green. That's where I grew up too.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's where and it was beautiful. During the time of the McDuffie riots.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! You see it in this part of my work. You see it in the book. You see it. It's all over.
So this is part of your speakers with the mirrors.
Yeah. These two pieces go together. It's a two-piece piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
And you have here like a scrapbook.
Yeah. These are some images I have. Mostly of my kids. I think I'm working a lot with my children. I think like I said, I started out working on things from the outside in, but I think now I'm looking at things from the inside out, and I'm imagining my children as my inner me, and when I was younger, and even a relationship between I have with my kids, and just exploring items and different things through that way.
So you used to document your family first.
Yes, that's what I've always.
That's what the idea.
I'm a father first, so whenever I'm around, I'm with my kids. My kids have been with me. Some other photos I took, they're right there. They're not in a photo, they're right there next to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a big thing in my practice.
I love this one.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh. I think the reason why I love the black and white series so much is that your use of light and shadow.
Shadows. I think shadows make an image. Shadows.
They make it like it's really intimate. And also you capture movement.
Definitely.
Look at this one. And just your aspect of storytelling. You can almost picture being there. That's great. And you have more here.
Yes, more images over there. I think I'm on my camera taking pictures of my kids where we go. I think this one was when we was in Tavares, Florida, and he had just had the basketball tournament. And after that, we driving back. I'm like, hey, let's stop here and do something.
Take a photo, yeah.
And my babies know by now. They know whatever daddy says. So yeah.
It looks like you got the golden hour. Look at that golden light.
As I'm driving, it's like the perfect time,
the perfect light.
I'm like, get out. I'm like,
you got to do it now.
So you got to do it now.
I remember the mask. That mask. We keep thinking it's going to come back. Like,
yeah.
How was COVID for you working as an artist?
COVID was actually it was amazing for me. COVID was amazing for me. I know that's kind of.
See, I get both from artists. They absolutely hated it, and then some that loved it.
I think
because they were able to. It's a horrible situation.
Yeah, it's definitely a horrible situation. But I think for me individually, I think it was two prongs. I think my family being home all the time was amazing. So my kids being at the house, homeschooling was a little of a thing, but just them being there, us being able to go on ventures at noon, us being there, and I think even our schedule like kind of changed. So like 12 o'clock at night, we riding bikes around the neighborhood. Why? Because nobody else out. Everybody afraid they have to come out. You know what I'm saying? So we just riding bikes. I remember when they had COVID, me and my daughter had COVID at the same time. And let's go riding bikes. Nothing, just sit in the house, you know what I'm saying? So me and her riding bikes at midnight, nobody around. Me and her just sitting down on the sidewalk, just me and her just loving it, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's special. But also, it's also hard. I think if you look at this image here, this is when my son, he caught COVID early. And we had to like kind of like tape up a part of the house and like separate him. And that was like horrible because we didn't know. So like the first day or two, he was good. He had his toys, he had everything. He was giving his food, whatever. But then after that, he started to get lonely, started to get depressed. And then like
it was such a crazy
by,
time.
Day 3, I said, give me a hug. So he gave me a hug through that tarp. And like I felt all his breath breathe through the tarp and realized the tarp ain't really working. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then that's when I caught COVID, just like that. So that's how that went.
How do you manage? Do you still have to have an outside storage?
I definitely don't have an outside storage. I have all my things here that haven't sold, that haven't gone to a gallery. They're right here. Wrapped up in just, But also like this is acrylic I'm working with that I cut.
Yeah.
So I had acrylic. I have some of the PVC pipe where we cut out the frames at. So yeah.
You're really organized.
Not really.
No, you don't think you are?
I don't think I am. I think it's
Well, you don't know. I've seen some studios there like a war went through.
Yeah, I think this is a mess. I definitely think it could be organized better. I'm not bad, but I think it definitely could be organized better. Definitely.
And these, were you playing around with thread?
Yes. And but it's one of them things that didn't see the light of day. You know what I'm saying?
It's really interesting.
Yes,
Look at these class photos.
Yes. This is actually a picture of my dad when he was a Boy Scout.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a picture of my dad when he's a Boy Scout. And this is my son in front of a gun shop, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm playing an American flag thing, an Americano thing. I got red thread inside that remind me of baseball, American favorite pastime. Yeah. I'm playing with that. And I never quite flushed this idea out. You know what I'm
saying? Maybe you should revisit it.
I definitely should revisit it. But like I say, some things down in the studio, I maybe we're gonna revisit it. But
this part too.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working.
It's really interesting.
It is really interesting. And I really love it, but I didn't quite get it down how I wanted to get it down. You know what I'm saying?
What's your philosophy on that? Because I know, speaking with different artists, that they have different methods. That I have painters that will just straight up paint over whatever they've been working on for like months and months and months. How do you determine, okay, this isn't going to work, or I got to revisit, or do you just scrap the idea altogether? Or you revisit?
I don't scrap it. I think I leave it on the drawing board because that may come back to me. But like right now, I couldn't do. I think a part of that I was and the complications of that was not covering his face and how to do that, how to bring it where I don't cover his face, but also like wanting the stripes of the flag to still. So I think that's where some of the complications at. But also like this also sparked another idea that I'm working on with like a larger thing. So like this may not been it. It was a good idea, but I may not be able to get this it. But this may have sparked something else.
The idea that will
that eventually be it.
Yeah,
so definitely
feed something else.
Definitely. So
it's so interesting. His Boy Scout uniform.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Boy Scouts American, what that was back in that day and time. These kids might not even understand today, but back in the day, Boy Scout was a big thing. Like all boys went there. I was a Boy Scout. Like it was a big patches of rights for men. So yeah, so definitely, and how that plays on America with me and my son and me being in the military and all that whole thing. So yeah, no, that's it's a beautiful idea. That's not executed yet. It's not where it should be yet.
So what are you thinking are your future goals? Like, where do you see yourself doing next? Do you want to do a residency? Do you want to travel? Do you want to do something specific? I
have a couple residencies on
already
for this year. I should be going to Suriname.
You are
with DCVAI. Rosie Gordon Waters, her organization. She be sending me to Suriname this year. That's amazing. I might have a Belize residency with an amazing artist.
What?
You know what I'm saying? That may be in the works. You know what I'm saying? And also a residency in Atlanta with Candy Lopez also this year. So I'm working. I think my goals are. I think my I always had a goals and how I want the year look and how I want when I make my vision board and different things. I think
do you have a vision board?
I do have a vision board.
Do you believe in that?
Yes. I think it sets your attention for the year. And for me as an artist, it would have been like I think first it was like to put out more work here in Miami. And I did that. Then from that it went to put out more work across the United States, and I'm doing that. And now is to get more international. I think I feel like people in South America, people in Europe should see my practice. So I think that's where I'm hoping to go. So if I keep grinding, keep creating, hopefully putting it into the universe, hopefully that happens.
I have a vision board too. And people make fun of me for that, but I think you got to visualize.
I think you got to set goals and intentions, and you got to visualize, and you got to actually have a direction to go in. If you don't have no direction, you're lost. So I think that's definitely.
That's very true.
Definitely.
That's very true. Definitely. So I got to ask you, because you've done this for a while. So what's your advice? What's your advice to young artists, to students, and anything that you've learned the hard way that maybe you think they should know? Like anything that you wish you were told? Anything? I think for me, I think it's two things. I think it's doing the work. I think your practice first, practice over everything, and I say practice your practice, whatever it is you do, getting better at it, doing it. That's when breakthroughs happen. That's when things happen. So that's the first thing. Make sure you practice your practice. Make sure you do the work. After you do the work, make sure you show up. Yeah.
Make sure you show up for your community, other artists. Go to different events. Go to different openings. I think that's what allows people to know who you are and you to see things and grow what you thought. Because right now you only know what you know. But then seeing things and meeting people, you understand like what's going on and what the possibilities are. There ain't even your name and face into the ether, because you could be the most amazing artist in the world, but if nobody know you, so you're gonna stay, you know what I'm saying, the best unknown artist. So I think that's it. Your practice, make sure you work, and make sure you show up. Make sure you show up. You gotta be out there in the world. So definitely.
It's a really, really tough field.
Definitely, it's tough and it's hard, but you gotta grind. I think good dope sells itself, meaning great work sells itself. But you also gotta be out there. You gotta be the people at. You gotta be where the galleries at. You gotta be where other artists at, and other artists lift you up. I think that's the most important thing I have. And everything would be my community of artists and who I call friends, just us sharing resources. Us, like Candy, she's going to on a residency. They asked her for a couple of artists and she said my name. You see what I'm saying? So like that's how it works. Like artists help artists, and that's how artists become more than that. So definitely.
Yeah. You have to be kind and help each other out.
Definitely.
So anything else?
I think that's it. I think I just would keep working. If I had any advice to tell you, just keep running, keep grinding, and showing up. Make sure you show up. Do the work and show up.
Yeah.
Do the work and show up. That's it.
Roscoe, thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so much.
Showing me, taking the time to meet with me. This was an absolute joy. I'm going to leave Roscoe's info in the description. All that. Go check out, if you can, Mangrove's Masterpieces.
Definitely.
You got to go check that out.
Check my show out January 31st at Homework Gallery. It's going to be good. It's a 2-man show with me and Mark Forehand. So, yeah. Yeah, all those details are going to be down below. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye. Bye.